Turning to the weather now, it looks like Mother Nature is answering your call if you're looking for more warm, sunny weather. Matt's here. How long is this summer-like weather going to last?
Through the weekend, Laurel. It's going to be a good one. I got a sunset to finish off for you right here from our Astoria column sky cam. There it goes. You see that line of clouds there offshore, the low clouds, and not very thick, only up to about 300, maybe 500 feet. And nonetheless, you'll wake up to that in the morning at the coast. And we actually have more cloud cover coming into the valleys tomorrow, too. Today we had some interesting cloud formations, though. You can see east of the Cascades, this line of cloud that developed here. We had a little increase in the winds, and it was just enough to make those mountain wave clouds form. So that's what it looked like from the satellite. This is what it looked like from ground level. Great view of that exact cloud formation from Mount Jefferson eastward. Look at this cloud. It's not going anywhere. It just keeps sitting right there, even though the wind is moving through it. That's because it's forming here, dissipating on the downwind side. So again, a really interesting cloud formation east of the Cascades today. Now, with the clear sky that we have for much of the week, I've been talking about this all week, and I'm going to keep talking about it. You can see 3 planets in the evening sky as we go into the end of the week, especially Saturday night. We have Mars, Venus, and Mercury. Then, on Friday night, we've got 3 passes of 2 space stations, 2 from the International Space Station, the other one, the new Chinese space station. The 2 ISS passes will be very bright. The Chinese space station will be dim, but they all happen within 2 hours of each other, which is pretty amazing. That one at 11:09 on Friday night will be the brightest and should be easy to spot. We hit 80 degrees again today. That's 11 degrees above our average for this day. We normally top out about 69. 59 in Brookings, 87 Medford and the Dalles, the 2 hot spots today. And speaking of hot, this is a graphic showing us the concentrations of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and we are headed for a new record once again in 2021, just like we've done for the last several years. You see this variation in CO2 levels in the atmosphere throughout the year. That is related to the growing seasons, mainly in the northern hemisphere, because we have more land mass, hence more plants growing. And what happens in the wintertime is, with plants not growing, they actually respirate some CO2 out to the atmosphere. So we actually see things begin to ramp up again, even though the growing season is ramping up, and then it goes down towards the end of the growing season. What does this mean, of course? Well, if you follow the line of carbon dioxide concentration in the atmosphere, and then the white line is our global average temperature, they basically follow each other. So that's why we pay so much attention to CO2 in the atmosphere. Right now, it's mainly clear. There are some high clouds off the coast here. We'll see some high clouds tomorrow as this weather system there's one up here. We'll catch up with this one. They drop down the coast. Not enough to produce any rain, but it will produce cloud cover over us tomorrow. I think it'll be fairly thin and break up as we go later in the day, and then it completely clears out by Friday. We're back under a clear blue sky for Friday and the weekend. Hey, real quick, nationally, they've had a really wet go down in the southeast. In Texas, the Rio Grande Valley had some big thunderstorms. Look at this storm damage. I've never seen this one before. What happened is that tree got blown over, and parked on the root ball was a car. So when the tree fell over, it took the car with it. How about that? You don't see that very often. It wasn't tossed, it just the root ball lifted that car, and there you go. So the tree damage became car damage down in Donna, Texas. All right, in Portland right now, it's clear and 61 degrees. Really beautiful night out there. On the coast, we're going to have lots of cloud tomorrow. We'll call it partly sunny. Highs will be in the 60s. For the valleys, we'll call that partly sunny too, and highs near 80 once again, even with the cloud cover. Up in the Cascades, very mild, 60 at Timberline, 69 at Government Camp. Central and eastern Oregon, you get more sunshine. The clouds will be mainly west of the Cascades. And in the Gorge, west winds up to about 20 and highs around 80. And again, a mix of sun and cloud. For Portland, we'll call it partly sunny. Some clouds around, high of about 80 degrees. We'll go about 80 again as we get into Saturday, but Friday 78, then Sunday 82, then cooling off next week with rain, I think, Tuesday and into Wednesday, and hopefully a good soaking rain. We'll need it by then, Laurel.
We hope so. You and I were talking at dinner time outside. It was so bright. I couldn't see. The sun was so bright.
I know. It felt so good, man. The nice warm air.
The future's so bright. We needed shades, right? Thank you, Matt.